Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a collab video about my top 5 Dollar Tree products, and the link to everybody else in this collab will be down below in the description bar, so make sure you click on each of them, check out their top 5 Dollar Tree products, and subscribe while you're there. Show them some love. So here are my 5 top Dollar Tree products, and it was kind of hard to pick because I was like, what are my top 5? What do I kind of always gravitate towards? What do I always go get from the Dollar Tree that I don't really get elsewhere? That's what I kind of wanted to mention and talk about, because those were obviously my top 5, but it was not that easy to think about. I was kind of stuck. First top Dollar Tree product are greeting cards. I am a big card person. I love giving cards. I love receiving cards. I always tell my husband for like certain holidays, just get me a card. I don't even want a gift. You have to get me a card though. And it doesn't have to, cards can be pretty pricey. There's like from $5 and up, and you know, and it's kind of like, I love cards, but that's pretty pricey. And Dollar Tree has amazing cards with pretty much the same messages and the same, and I've seen tons of cards and I love them. They have dollar ones, they have the 2 for $1 ones, and I just think it's the perfect place to get a card from. They have a lot of variety. It's not like they have just a little bit. They have a good variety of greeting cards, and the price, you can't beat it. And you know, I keep all my greeting cards, so they mean a lot to me, but some people don't, and they'll just get rid of them. And so why spend $5, $6 when you can spend $1? Greeting cards is definitely my top thing from the Dollar Tree, and honestly sometimes I even forget, and I'll be somewhere else, I'm like, oh, I need a card, and I'll get it, and then when I'm there I'm like, oh my god, I should have gone to Dollar Tree, and it's too late, and I have to pay $3 or $4 for a card that I could have got for $1 or even $2 for $1. Another top item from the Dollar Tree that I love, and I've recently started loving, are their socks. I love their socks. They hold up well, they're really good, and I know this is probably a top thing for a lot of people because it's just like a discovery. Like, I've gotten socks from there before, but just never kind of really paid attention to the wear and tear of them, to the feel of them. Like, I just got them randomly, but now it's like I realize how good they are. And sometimes they have 3 in a pack for $1, or 2. Is it 2 or 3? I can't remember. I always buy the single ones, but I think they're really good. I haven't bought the kids socks, but I will try. I do want to try those because I've heard that they're pretty good and they wash well, which is awesome, because for $1, I mean, socks is something you go through so often, and to get a good pair for $1 is pretty awesome. Another top item, which again is probably a lot of people's top, is the organizational bins. And I love bins for tons of different things. Bins to organize. It's like sometimes I see a bin and I'm like, what could I use this for? It's not like I have something and I'm like, I need a bin. It's more, I'll see a bin and I'm like, this is awesome to organize. Where can I put this? And I've used them in the kids' rooms. I've used them for the kids' toys. I'm going to use for Easter baskets this year, and I also have used them in my kitchen cabinets, which I think is pretty much the best place to use them, in like cabinets and bathrooms, closets, because it's just perfect to organize them, and they have size and colors so you can match them and know what's for what, pink for boys and blue for girls. Yeah, I did that on purpose. And all of that. So their bins are amazing. For $1, you cannot go wrong getting their bins. Another thing that I've always loved from the Dollar Tree are their wall decals. And I have I have 2, 3. I think I have 3 in my house, and every time I go and look, and most of the time they have the same ones, but there's always like 1 or 2 that I'm like, oh, I hadn't seen that one, and I try to think of where I can put it, but I don't want to fill my walls with a whole bunch of different decals. But I love their wall decals. I'm also using their letter wall decals for the kids' Easter baskets to put on their Dollar Tree baskets. Little bins that I'm gonna put to personalize their names. So you can also, doesn't have to only use them on a wall. You can use them, if you want to put them on your table, or if you want to put it, like I have one on my door. I have 2 in my living room, but I feel like you can use different things if you're creative and think about it, and they're only $1, and you can find pretty much the same ones that say the same things for like $15 at Walmart and Target, which is crazy because I mean, this, I don't know, it's, to me it's the same thing, and it's well worth the $1. That's definitely another favorite of mine. So for my last item, I had to think hard about this one because I wanted it to be something that I probably wouldn't get somewhere else, you know, and I thought about it great because on my last Dollar Tree haul, my last Dollar Tree trip, I had to pick something up and I did not haul it. I didn't put it in my haul video. I don't know why, but I needed to get a pregnancy test, and nope, we're not trying to get pregnant. I am on the IUD, but I hadn't got my period, and I'm like, what is going on? I cannot be pregnant. If I am that 1% that gets pregnant on the IUD, I am going to be highly upset because we're just not ready for baby number 3. So pregnancy test, my 2 babies I found out with a Dollar Tree pregnancy test, and I definitely trust them. I don't see why you have to pay $15 to get 2 that say pregnant or say this or say that. It's the same thing. With my first, with Phoenix, I got I had a $1 one, and then when I told my husband and I was like, look, we're pregnant, and he's like, oh, he's like, and I told him the test was from the Dollar Tree, he's like, no, go get another test, so we need to be sure. Sure enough, I got another test that was like $15, and I was pregnant. So I mean, so with Avery, again, the dollar store test, and then the other day when I took that pregnancy test, it said negative, and I felt confident and believed that it really was negative. It's not like I was like, oh, it's a $1 test. I don't know, because I've found out in the past my pregnancies with the test, so I trusted it. And then I realized it's February that has my period thrown off, TMI, but just so you know, that's pretty much probably why my period is quote unquote late, but it's because of the short month, which happens to me every year, but I forgot and I panicked because I don't want to be that 1%. So, and make sure you go check out the links down below to everybody else doing this collab video. This was really fun to say my top items. It really made me think and remember of things that I really do only pretty much get at the Dollar Tree. And there's a ton of things. The great thing about the Dollar Tree is when you go around and you find new finds, and then those become your top items. That is the fun part. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I also have a daily channel, so make sure you go check that out. The links will be down below along with everybody else in this collab, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.